Hello and welcome to the Q&A session. I am Jack, your host, and today I'm joined by Jordan to do this Q&A session. Say hello, Jordan.
Hello.
So, Jordan, how long have you been coming to Freedom Road Creative Arts?
I have been attending Freedom Road Creative Arts for approximately 2 to 3 years.
Wow! And how did you get involved with the charity?
It all started when Mum picked me up from school and went to go see my sister's rock challenge.
Yeah, was that the one where she was one of the main characters sort of thing involved in the...
To be honest, I don't remember.
Right. It's been a long time then, yeah. So...
It's been 2 to 3 years.
So, excuse me. So, what other stuff do you do? Do you do any college? Do you do, any kind of things outside of Freedom Road Creative Arts?
Well, on a day-to-day basis, I am at college.
Okay.
Apart from Mondays.
Right. So, you're kind of a busy man then, yeah?
No.
Oh. Well, that's great to know. So, Jordan, what do you do other than Freedom Road? Do you have any hobbies, interests, or fun things you
I sometimes stream on Twitch.
Ooh. So, for all the viewers at home, what is your stream sort of kind of link so you guys at home can give him a check him out when he's streaming?
My stream is called Dark Mask, but it's not an S, it's a 5.
Okay.
And it's got an underscore at the end of it.
So do you want to say that again a little bit louder so all the listeners at home can hear you and give you a follow and can be notified when you're streaming?
Come down to Twitch. I'll stream weekends at Dark Mask with an underscore, not an S, a 5.
Brilliant. So that's Dark Mask with an underscore and not an S but a 5. Cool name. Is that how you actually say it then? It's Dark Mask.
It's Dark and an MA5K.
That's pretty cool. So, Dark Mask, Twitch and everything like that. So what games do you play? Is it kind of like Call of Duty? I'm trying to think of games I used to play. Call of Duty and stuff like that.
Tell you what I play?
Yeah, go on then.
Minecraft, Rocket League, Fortnite, and I've forgotten what other game. Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight. See, all these amazing games. I have to say, video gaming in general has changed drastically these last few years. Graphics have got better, storylines have improved. They're kind of like, it's like a full cinematic movie within the fingertips of your playing. It's amazing. Like, you've got like The Last of Us, for instance. Their game franchise is mind-blowing. The cinematography, the graphics, it's unbelievable.
You know what ray tracing is?
What is what?
Ray tracing.
What's that?
On the next gen consoles,
yes,
there's a graphic being added where it makes the sky look real,
right.
The water look real, the rain look real, everything looks real apart from obviously the characters.
Wow.
But they are working on that, and if you look at the Spider-Man on PS4, well, next PS5, it looks like Tom Holland.
Oh wow. So they really are kind of pushing the boundaries, and technology is becoming so vast, and it's growing and growing and growing, and it's amazing to see, but at the same time it's worrying because in a few years' time, what are we going to be doing? Are we going to be obsolete? Are we going to be sat at home and everything's going to be done by us, by robots, and we'll end up being like Wall-E, Who knows? So, daft, bring up some daft subjects here in the Q&A session. So, Jordan, what stuff do you do with Freedom Road then? What sessions are you involved with? And sort of what do you do with Freedom Road Creative Arts?
Well, you and I do a podcast for you.
Yep.
I do dance, drama, maybe some kind of singing.
Okay.
And that's the kind of things I like doing with Freedom Road.
Alright, brilliant.
Because I find it interesting.
Yeah. So, Jordan, you was talking about you kind of do dance, drama and stuff like that. But what kind of got you into the dance and drama part of Freedom Road? Was it just the fact that it looked engaging from the outside opinion, or...?
When I first joined Freedom Road, I was obviously nervous, as everyone
everyone's nervous when they first join.
I didn't have any friends here.
Okay.
So obviously I was sticking with my sister, I was pretty much attached to my sister. Because without my sister, I wouldn't be here now.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
And the first person I actually met was cameraman Dan.
Oh, wow.
Because that's my sister. And then I met my friend Ethan, who's also in the podcast. And me and him are like brothers.
Oh, great. Yeah, you can kind of see that, A bit like me and Luke, you know, long friendships that can hold for a very long time. You can really see you can see the foundations of the friendship on display. It's really good.
Freedom Road is like a little family.
It really is, yeah. Like, kind of everyone's kind of says this, don't they? Like, Ian Bolton's sort of the granddad of the group, you know. Everyone's sort of a bit of a family member. We all support each other because at the end of the day, at Freedom Road Creative Arts, guys, we all have had issues in the past, and we all kind of just understand each other. And like going back to talking about, you know, healthy, dependable relationships, but that's sort of what we all are to each other. A healthy, dependable relationship that we can rely on and talk to.
One thing I will say, if people don't get why I say it's like a family, people might think it's just blood relations, but family isn't determined by blood.
Exactly.
It's determined by your bond and those willing to fight for what you fight for.
Like I have a saying, Jordan, and it's not my saying, but the saying is, basically, you don't choose your family, do you?
No.
You choose your friends, and guess what? Your friends become your family. So at the end of the day, sometimes you can choose your family because your friends become that. You know, like I look at Luke, I look at Dan, I look at a lot of these people here at Freedom Road Creative Arts as my family, and I really respect them. I've got a lot of respect and love, and everyone here has somehow managed to kind of empower me, or kind of just give me someone to go to, talk to, and to rely on and depend on, which is great.
I think at first, when you first join Freedom Road, is people are always like, are they staying or are they going? Because you do get a few stays, like us lot, and you do get a few that go, sadly. Like they come for a few sessions and leave.
But sometimes though, Freedom Road's not all about that though, Jordan. Like Freedom Road Creative Arts, it doesn't matter how long you come to the sessions for, as long as you come and kind of receive the help you was looking for when you came to these sessions in the first place. It doesn't matter what journey or path they take on, because a lot of people leave to go to university and better themselves, carry on, grow. Freedom Road really was that.
Many people join Freedom Road or youth groups to find a few things, like I know for me it was friendship, and to break, if you know what I mean, like a wall.
Yeah.
And I found that, and I've started learning new things.
Brilliant. So let's find out a little bit more about Jordan. So Jordan, I'll ask you a few, let's minor questions. So like, what's your favourite colour?
Black and red.
Black and red. What's your favourite episode of the Freedom Road Creative Arts podcast corner so far?
All of them.
No, we're not getting away with that one. What is one of your specific favourite episodes? Mine, for instance, is episode 5, because it's the Healthy Dependent Relationships episode, and also because I'm a little bit of a nerd and everything, I noticed that it's got the most downloads and most listened to, so I kind of like that one more.
I like the one where it's an Eskimo soup.
Ooh, well that was quite a few episodes recorded in the Eskimo soup.
The third one, wasn't it?
So yeah, we're talking 4 episodes in before we started getting ourselves onto Spotify and got involved with Eskimo soup. So yeah, would have been about the 4th episode. So that's one of your favourite episodes?
Yeah, not only that, because we had a laugh before we started it, and we all got into really deep with it, and we all like doing this kind of stuff.
That one though, we were stopping and starting, it was a bit of a worry, wasn't it? We was having a bit of a laugh and a bit of a joke, but we got through it, and I think that's why you probably enjoyed it, because sometimes that's what Freedom Road's all about. You come, you have a laugh and a joke, and everything seems so like, you know, leisureful and like a youth group and a youth kind of thing. But really, you come and you really can benefit from these sessions.
Some people think youth group is just like a class.
Yeah.
But what I've learned from experience in the youth group is it's not just about all the things you learn, and it's about having a laugh. Because most times we start doing things like recording things or videoing things. Sometimes start recording because we've been serious about it, but we end up having a laugh and it ends up becoming a blooper. And
or like sometimes laughter can actually influence the best kind of creativity, because when you laugh, it being builds up your dopamine or whatever it's called, and it boosts your morale, makes you happier. When you're happier, you can also perform better. So in that way, yeah. So we kind of just try to engage people in the sessions, don't we? And kind of have a laugh, have a joke. But generally, we kind of try to concentrate on what we set out to do in that session. If it was to write a song, if it was rehearse a song, if it was do a drama piece, if it was rehearse a script, to doing a podcast. We have a little bit of a laugh and a joke, but then we really get on with it and crack on with the
What do you make us do before podcasts?
Pardon?
What do you make us do before podcasts?
Oh, so before a podcast, I make these guys do, sadly, not sadly, but oddly, a little bit of yoga. Because after going to university and finding out like yoga can make you more focused and more kind of, your mind's more open and it makes you think more and it kind of relaxes you as well. And I thought that'd be a great way something to do before a podcast. It can get you in a kind of a state of mind of open-minded and allow you to think and kind of go, and kind of like relate and talk and open your mind up to new things while talking on the podcast. So yeah, that's why I kind of do a bit of a warm-up, a bit of a mental warm-up too, kind of get them ready for the podcast, because I believe even if it is just a podcast, you still sort of need to, properly establish yourself and get yourself in the game, ready for it.
The one thing I have noticed, what I like about our podcast, is we've added girls to the podcast.
Yeah, definitely. And I learned a lot from that podcast. And I love how we should have had it from day one, really. But because of the fact that lockdown on at the time, not many people were busy. We didn't get in contact with any of the groups of girls, and we lost contact quite a bit. But now things are a little bit different, things are a little bit better. We got into contact with them all, and we kind of established more of a communication between everyone now. And yeah, we're gathering a big group for this podcast, and like I say, the members keep growing and growing. We've got me, we've got you, Jordan, we've got Sam, we've got Dan, we've got Luke, we have Ethan, we have Josie, we have Layla, we have Courtney, and we have Courtney. That's 10 members already to our kind of big kind of group of people for the podcast. And they'll keep growing and growing and growing, because the more we engage people, we want to have other youth groups and other people come and join our podcast and talk about stuff that's going on in their community. But I think that comes to the end of our Q&A, Jordan, with Jordan. So do you have any last words or anything lastly you'd like to say before we kind of scrub up and end this very interesting Q&A session with Jordan?
Check out our podcast on Spotify, SoundCloud and iTunes, is it?
Thank you, Jordan, for actually reminding me. So basically, guys, yesterday evening I checked out the podcast, and now officially our podcast is on Spotify, it is on TuneIn, and it also is on Google Play Podcasts. So now we're officially on the Google Podcasts. So go and check us out, guys. Episode 6 is out of that. And I'll keep uploading and keep them going. And so make sure to go and check them out. And I've been Jack.
I've been Jordan. Stay safe, stay loved. Bye.
And thank you for watching our Q&A session.